Okay, as a math magician, let me ask you this: how the fuck does counting work? Because I keep forgetting how to count.
How to count?
Yeah.
So,
So am I counting the spaces between things, or am I counting the things themselves?
when
If
you're
I have if I
counting,
have if I have
you
one
have like
orange,
an imaginary collection of numbers in your head, right? You've
if I
got the
okay,
number 0, you got the number 1,
yeah.
2, 3, etc. And when you're counting, you're pairing up the things outside in the world. You're pairing
Mhm.
them up with the things inside of your head.
Okay.
And that process of pairing up is how we determine that two things have an equal quantity.
But here's
Um,
my question:
yes.
one is an infinitely small point on a number line, right?
Sure. There's
And so it's no so it and so our number one only exists because we use a numbering system in base 10, right? So
um
it's no more a whole number than like 1.1 or 1.5, or
so
like it's no more valid or whatever, right?
What?
well I mean
Like
there
if we use a
is
different
that kind of structure though.
if we use a
There is the
different
structure of like you jump up suddenly from 0 to something else. And that something else you might as well call 1. I mean, you could do it in increments of a half as well, and it would have the same structure, uh, in the sense that the additive groups are the same,
Azai, I'm gonna cut the shit
mathematically
here.
speaking. Yes.
If I have one orange, is the number
Uh,
one in the middle of the orange, or is it after the orange?
What?
what difference would it make?
What does that even fucking mean?
You can put the numbers in the middle of the orange, and you can put the numbers after them, and it doesn't make a difference
But
because you're
if the
still counting
numbers,
them.
if the numbers in the middle of the orange, don't I only have half an orange?
Is the number of the
No.
orange on top of is the one on top of the orange? Maybe it's
Yes.
below. What the fuck are you talking about?
If the number's on top, then I only have one orange on the y-axis.
The end of the world, where numbers stop making sense, and everything becomes half of itself, and it all just falls into halfness.
It's all like
Look,
conspiracy by big number.
I'm just saying. Look, okay. Are you telling me that
Big
you've never
numbers
been?
trying to make all the other numbers small.
Yeah.
Are you telling me you've never played Monopoly and had to move your piece 6 spaces and couldn't decide if it had to go 5 spaces, 6 spaces, or 7 spaces because you didn't know if you were counting the spaces between spaces or the
What
jumps
the
themselves
fuck
or
are
every
you
time
talking
you touched
about?
Kinda,
Plays Monopoly.
yeah. I can like recognize that you're like confused about where you want to start counting. You have to pick something, but if you pick something, generally it's going to be consistent. As long as you stick to the same thing, you're going to be counting correctly.
But what if
If
the
you
things that you're
switch
counting are
halfway
one more?
because you forget or something,
But if two
then
people get a 4 and one person moves 5 spaces because he was counting the spaces in between spaces and not every time
then he's counted
piece
something different.
Yeah, he's fucking
And that,
cheating. Is what he's doing.
he's
So
counted
every-
something
so
different that is closely related to the things itself. If you're counting the spaces in between, that is closely related to the things themselves.
So the first rule of Monopoly
it's-
is decide whether or not you're counting the spaces between spaces or every time your piece foot touches the board.
I think any good rule book of Monopoly starts with
How to count.
Peano axioms
Intro to counting.
of the integers. Yes. Can that be cold open?
Hey everybody, welcome to the fucking PLAP. Today we're going to be talking about the end of the world. Thank fucking God, get me off this ride. All right, I am Death Perception, and I am perceiving the death of Azai.
Hello,
Oh, no.
I'm going to die.
Kresathor.
Okay, wow, we're off.
Not
to-
anytime
we're off to a
soon,
dark start.
But like it's It's kind of out there, isn't it?
I guess.
I hope it doesn't happen, but like, it's kind of looking like it if you look at the track record.
Yeah. And
what track record
Kresathor
is
is
that?
also going to be no more.
That's actually a lie. I am already dead.
All right,
Oh,
and
no,
soon
you're
to
a
be the
skeleton?
coldest soup.
No! I couldn't think of a fate worse than death. Not the cold.
Not the heat death of the
Oh
soup.
God, death! Please don't put me in a fridge.
Well, I mean, you're going in that fridge eventually, and then you'll end up in the
God,
trash.
no. Can you
To the
put me
big
under the light?
freeze.
Can you put me under the light so that when the fridge is open, I might get a little warmer?
No. You're going
God
right in the
damn it.
back of the fridge until you go in the trash when you're all moldy.
Not with the pickles.
Yes, the pickles.
Not the back of the fridge with the pickle jar and the two craft singles.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Did I tell you guys about how my dad bought a giant freezer accidentally?
How do you
Okay.
He
accidentally
thought it
buy
was going to be smaller. He bought it online.
Yeah.
So it got he saw like, oh yeah, that seems about right. He didn't read the measurements or anything, and then it came in and it was huge. So prepare warmest soup. Prepare to be buried in
Not
the
your dad's
vast
freezer.
crevices.
Not
of
your
my
dad's vast
freezer.
crevices. Oh God.
My dad's vast crevasses.
Oh no, not your dad's vast crevasses.
Oh, yeah.
My brother
He
had a
does,
similar experience. He ordered a tomahawk and an anvil off
That's a
of
weird combination to get.
eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We technically didn't finish the intro. This episode's about death. The end
It's
of the
about
world,
the
rather.
motherfucking end,
the
of,
end
the
of the
world.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think we already said that, but just to be clear, yeah.
It's ending. It's all
Yeah.
over.
Everyone
It's-
you
Say goodbye.
love will
Call your
die
mom.
unless it's Tom.
If you're watching this, you are already dead.
Corona was just a prologue.
Tom actually is the agent by which the world will end. So he will never die, but he is
The Silver
kind of the
Surfer.
one who'll kill. He's the
Yeah.
Thanos of the situation. You know what I mean?
He keeps
that-
halving
is
the
that-
population until there's only one person left, and he can't half it anymore.
Oh.
Because it
Well,
won't
no,
be
he-
an integer.
No, he'll keep having it. They'll just keep being less of that person. So he'll snap his fingers and it'll become just legs, and he'll snap his fingers again. It'll be just shins.
You know,
and he'll snap his
Yeah,
fingers.
but
and
he
just
would be a
ankles.
person as
Y- y-
well, so he would like keep snapping until he's just one finger and he can't snap
you
anymore.
know,
Oh,
Who,
that,
Tom?
that's
Tom's
way
not a
worse
person.
than
Tom will never
death.
die.
you know what
Philosophy.
Thanos failed to put into his calculations? What if he was part of the half that got dusted away?
No, apparently
Cool.
that was part of the plan, like according to the Russos, that like he didn't know and he was kind of cool with either outcome as long as like half the people fucking die.
Damn.
Based.
Which I mean is dumb because like think about it, right? Like it's completely at random. So like some planets could be totally fine and then other ones are completely destroyed. So you didn't solve the
Statistically,
thing
though-
you set out to do, fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's gonna snap his fingers, and then all of the pandas will die, but then all of the mosquitoes will
Oh
be
man,
fine.
so it's
Right?
not actual randomness. He like specifically like, oh, everything from every planet, like half of it is gonna get cut in half. I guess.
And it's dumb because it also includes plant life in his plan. So like you haven't really changed
I'm sure-
anything.
Okay.
I'm sure there's all kinds of fucking in-lore explanations for this, but I am wondering, like, how far does that set people back? Like a couple generations?
Yeah, like
In terms
Dude.
of like, if population grows exponentially, it's going to be
like
back
50 years.
to twice its size.
Just 50 years. Like imagine the baby
no
boom.
time.
The
Well,
baby boom.
I think
It's
he's
like
counting.
crazy
I think he's
exponential.
counting on the. I think he's counting on the trauma of having the population having been.
It's going to
halved.
make people very non-horny.
No, that it'll make that it'll scare people into getting green before they get horny.
It's a dumb plan. Thanos is an idiot. They just didn't want him to be the simp beta cuck that he is in the comics.
That makes sense.
Okay. Also, this has reminded me of.
It's more about
He used the Infinity Gauntlet to get in to get out of the friend zone, and he still failed.
It's more about the aesthetic, man. Like a big, strong, muscular man that's kind of dumb but has like principles, and he'll die by those principles. That's what everyone liked about him, not his stupid plan.
Or his bejeweled glove.
And his giant purple chin.
Man,
His
I'm so
ball
glad
section.
that he's gone because I was getting real tired of this purple asshole and his 6 magic rocks.
I mean, he appeared in like
You know-
what, 2 movies?
You know, fun fact.
No, I mean,
Fun
like
fact,
everything
they
related
actually-
to it was always like it was just sucking Thanos' cock. It's like
Did you know that they were halfway through with a cut of that Avengers movie where Thanos had an asshole?
Ah, right. The whole idea.
The butthole
whole idea
cut.
of Ant-Man like destroying Thanos by
The butt cut.
Yeah, the Avengers butthole cut.
by.
I mean,
It was
I
really-
think
Entering
you know
his
if he's
ass.
able to handle 6 Infinity Gems, he can handle a Scott Lang crawling up his butt. I mean, like
what do you think-
What's gonna stop him from like what if
And Ant-Man.
the plan doesn't work and then like he just gets like suffocated inside of Thanos' butthole? You know, that's not a position anyone wants to be.
What do you think? What do you think Thanos rolled for his anal cavity?
I think it's loose, but like once you get in there, he can like crush diamonds in it. You know what I mean? It's like a
Interesting.
It's like
I would have
the
gone the other way
Sarlacc
around.
pit.
I would have said it's hard to get in, but once you're in there, it's like really cozy and warm.
I rolled a 79 for Thanos' anal diameter.
Ooh, that's just blowing in the breeze, huh?
yeah, it's because he's so full of
Meat
shit.
curtains.
Fun fact. Did you know that Thanos can't sneak up on anybody because whenever the wind blows, you just hear him coming up on you like.
Yes. I just whistled, but you can't hear it on Discord because I have
You ha-
noise cancellation on, and it's very powerful.
Yeah, I have really powerful
Powerful.
noise cancellation in the fact that it won't let me fucking record it at all. Let me try the
No.
phone mic. Okay,
I
maybe
mean,
this is
if you
working.
have this, Audacity open, that's fine.
I can't have Audacity open. It's not on Android.
Oh,
I guess
Well,
I'm just using
If
Craig.
Thanos developed a noise cancellation app, it would like just randomly delete half of the sound.
And just have dropouts. Okay, so here's a question for you. This Thanos discussion reminded me of a really bizarre conversation I had with my friend. If Thanos snaps his fingers and half of the population on the planet died, but it was
Yeah.
all of the black people and none of the white people, is Thanos racist?
definitely.
Ooh, but it is random.
No, but
It is
like they're
random.
gonna say that he is. You know.
Yeah, because it's so unlikely.
Yeah.
It would just bump up the likelihood that he is
That- yeah,
racist, that he did decide.
that his mind has like something like, ooh, I really hate those browner ones. I hope they
Yeah,
go
those-
faster than the others.
Those black people that kind of look
Is-
like me, except they're brown instead of purple.
I like how the Thanos gauntlet has become a sort of race triforce, and like if you pick up the if you pick up the gauntlet and are colorblind, then only half of the people will die. But if you have a racist intentions in your heart,
Interesting.
because
Yeah.
if it's random, then he's not racist, right?
Yeah.
But the outcome
It's-
was racist.
Yeah, if the outcome, like against all odds,
I mean, people don't know that.
if something that astronomically unlikely does happen, because you have to consider, like just by pure coincidence, destroying all black people is like
I mean, you know. I mean, it's.
that's like a big coincidence.
I mean, there's a lot
is a
of
pretty big
black people.
coincidence.
You know.
I'm trying to find like it's like
I was trying to think for a second there, like, wait,
it's similar
that happen? But,
to
like,
like
no.
the random motion of the air particles in your room, just randomly moving all of the air particles to the left side of the room, because that can happen. It's just extremely unlikely. Now, of course, that's many orders of magnitude less likely than all the black people simultaneously being destroyed by Thanos' glove. But it's still like similar in concept.
So okay,
I don't know.
so does that mean that if something infinitely unlikely happens, that we just have to assume that it was rigged?
I mean, no,
um,
but
no,
like, I mean, it's pretty sus.
It
You know,
doesn't
I mean, there's
like
a lot of black people. You know what I mean? Like, if all of them were to go, it's like, and it was
it's
only them. You know?
it doesn't matter what the intentions were. The results are what matter, and the results are racist.
That is the argument that my friend made, but the intentions behind it weren't. Okay, anyway, let me ask you this: if somebody happens to, every time they roll a dice, roll a 1 just by pure chance, do we have to assume that he's a cheater?
I mean, it depends
If
on
he's
how many
just-
times he does it. If it's like
It makes
2 or 3 times, it's, you know, coincidental. But if you're like 10 times in, it's like, you know, you're busting a cap in some fool. You know?
yeah, and yet it will in some cases happen just by pure coincidence.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay.
I remember some video of somebody like throwing 10 heads in a row, and the way he did that was just by throwing up coins a lot of times until finally he got that 1 in 1,000 event of throwing 10 heads in a row.
Mm.
So you can make something extremely unlikely happen by just giving it a lot of opportunities.
So, okay, y'all heard of like the multiverse theory, right? Where like and like there's a universe where everything, like every possible thing has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like an interpretation of quantum mechanics. You could say that.
Yeah. Like there's like a universe in which I didn't say what I'm saying right now.
Man.
Right. Or
sort
like
of.
there's a, or like if I flip a coin, there's a universe where it came up the opposite result.
I mean, it's like every single thing. It's like if an atom was slightly to the left.
Exactly.
You know, I'm just saying.
I mean, certain things can't happen. Like you still have preservation of energy and stuff.
I mean,
So you can't like have a particle appear randomly if it doesn't like disappear at some point, or
I mean, it's all a
has
bunch
to
of
be-
sci-fi bullshit anyway, right?
And here's where it gets even more bullshit. So doesn't that mean that there's a universe where the most unlikely things happen every single time? Where
yeah.
every action is a nat 20.
Or in that one.
So you know how people
Exactly.
say it's like it's impossible to reverse entropy. Actually, it's impossible to consistently decrease entropy, like consistently make the universe more structured.
But isn't
Using any strategy, but there is a very tiny likelihood that the entropy of the universe will consistently keep decreasing, and everything get more structured.
Right.
And there is some branch of the quantum wave function of the universe where that does happen.
What if
So-
there's
so
another
that means-
universe where
Incredibly
it
unlikely.
like keeps increasing, and like they go back and forth like Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube?
a world where things just keep getting worse and then really good and then way worse and then really good?
Yeah.
But like imagine a world where every
That's just
time
the
somebody
stock
hits
market.
every time somebody hits a baseball, it's always a home run. Just by pure
I
like
guess.
random chance.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
at that point
But
they
the
just
thing-
changed the rules, you know?
Yeah, but then it keeps happening. This is the thing. The more you think about it, the more ridiculous it gets. Because eventually someone would realize, hey, every time I pull this slot machine, even though it's designed to be random, I always win. That's boring.
Wasn't
Let's
that
change
episode
the
of the
rules. But now
Twilight
I'm
Zone?
still always winning.
Yeah,
That
is
was.
it.
Also, I hated that episode of the Twilight Zone because the guy got everything he wanted. So why didn't he just build a universe that he would enjoy living in?
Because he was like bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do a lot of things with all of your like slot machine money. You could just go and like bang a hooker and shit, you know? Like
Yes,
you don't
Yeah,
have
and
to
then-
that is
and
the
then
height
win
of
the
slot
yeah.
the entire
possibilities
time.
that all the money brings you. Just bang.
Yeah, I mean,
You take all of your slots money.
Yeah, you can get wasted, like there's plenty of fun things you can do with the money, right? It's not all about winning or losing, it's how you use that to buy hookers. That's the important thing. It's all about the hookers.
But like, if I remember right, he like by the end of the episode or something, he could do whatever he wanted, and he was like, "But if I can do anything, then it's boring." But it's like, just be like, "Hey, Satan, I would like somebody who is as equally competent as me and also has all of my powers, and then it'll be interesting."
Man, that sounds like an anime.
Yeah,
Right?
that sounds pretty.
This is the thing. People in the
Cool.
writers in the 50s needed to watch more anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Astro Boy didn't even exist yet. Like, did they even have anime?
They had Japanese people.
I mean, I guess, but they're kind of
The
doing their
world-
own thing,
The world
Yeah.
wasn't as
They
globalized
could've-
as it
they
is
could've
right
just-
now.
They could have just flown to Japan and watched all of the Japanese people go like, oh, kawaii desu ne, and like, nya and
And
stuff.
then been like, "Oh, that's the ticket. Quick, Sammy,
and
write
say like
that
a
down."
little tiny catchphrase after every sentence they say.
Yeah, and they're just
like-
licking their wounds from like being nuked like a couple of years ago.
You can see them
Wait.
transforming into
Yeah.
anime characters.
If that was
Yeah.
right after World War II, then wait, when did Astro Boy come out?
1960 something.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
60s? Really?
yeah, it's from the 60s.
like
Wow.
So 20-something years
Okay.
after the nukes dropped.
So in the 50s though, they had like manga and stuff.
I mean, yeah, they had manga, but like they didn't have anime.
It was a different form of manga, to be honest.
Well-
did you see those mangas in which like all the text is in all the white spaces and there are no text bubbles and shit? It looks terrible.
Interesting. Hey guys, the world's ending.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
2012 was 9 years ago now.
Yeah, do you remember the 2011 one that was gonna happen?
There's a
Because,
2011
like,
one?
Yeah, it was like Harold's camping. He was this fucking stupid dipshit. And he was saying that like because of the gays, the world's gonna end in 2011, and it didn't.
God damn.
Um,
Yeah, there have been a lot of,
The end of the world predictions.
a lot of.
Y'all
Yeah,
remember Y2K?
I don't.
I do remember Y2K, a postmodern RPG.
I did live through it, but it was in a country
thing is-
that did not know of the all the hype that America was going through.
Shame.
The
Oh,
thing
I
is,
like.
at any moment you're very unlikely to be in a universe where the world has ended because you wouldn't be there to see it.
Like you would be one of the
so
people who got ended with
maybe-
the universe.
Maybe like the probability of the world ending on 2012 was like 99%, and we're just the small sliver of people that avoided the fucking Xanadu meteor or whatever.
You know what? That's pretty cool.
That's pretty epic.
That's-
I mean,
At any moment.
life in general is like such a fucking like crapshoot that you just have to keep getting nat 20s for life to even exist and get this complicated. It's truly a miracle.
Yeah. But we're more likely to live in a universe that's
Not
that
over.
doesn't keep trying to destroy us over time because well,
Well, I mean, it's not
in a
trying,
universe
it's going
that keeps
to.
trying to destroy you.
I mean, it is kind of trying to, because Corona. It was the
True.
No, I mean-
it definitely felt like the prologue to a pandemic movie, and like everything is gonna get worse, and everybody gonna
I
die.
think he means like to personify it as trying to kill us, because like the universe has no will of its own, but
The universe
Things-
really
things
likes the laws of
murdering us
physics
keeps
and
happening.
making them, doing them over and over and making particles move around.
And would you,
That's what it's really into.
and would you describe the universe as God in that sense?
No,
Um,
because God is like not real. He is just an invention by man, and just like everything
You
that
could
is
say-
created, he must be destroyed.
You could say the universe is like a really autistic DM that tries to like.
I mean, aren't all DMs autistic?
Sure, but some of them are like, oh, I want to like I can bend the rules a bit for the narrative, and the universe is like, no, I have to follow the rules 100% all of the time and calculate everything precisely.
Damn.
Yeah, and
Okay,
it's
universe
like to
sucks.
personify it as a DM means that it's God, which means it has to die.
Sure.
Okay, so
But the Christian conceptualization of God is something very different from this idea.
I'm
Yeah.
frankly shocked that not that more cultures don't just have the sun as the god. Like only the Egyptians and like who else like was smart enough.
I
And
saw
the fucking
a
Mayans.
YouTube video suggesting that the Christian God is actually derived from some kind of sun god.
Because the sun makes sense to me. I see the sun, he blinds me. Oh, and that means he's pretty strong, but he also keeps me warm and like fucking brings the life of all the plants. So like I don't know,
Yeah,
I
that's
also
pretty basic
also
god.
like the idea of somebody looking at the sun and it blinds him, and he's like, okay, fuck that guy, I'm gonna beat him.
Yeah,
Gotta
the
beat 'em
sun.
That's
Yo,
why
the sun's
God
a
has to
weird
die.
dude, man. The sun's a weird dude, man. He keeps me warm. He grows my plants, but he don't like me looking at him. You know what I mean? He keeps taking away my eyeballs.
Yeah,
He
if I'm
keeps
around him
putting
too much,
dots
I get
everywhere.
burned. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That-
man.
that's
I
also-
tried.
That's also one of the things in JRPGs that kind of makes no sense, how the protagonist can beat a god. Because like, okay, so in Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, you get the chance to go kill YHVH, aka Yahweh, aka Yehovah, aka the name of the god.
Christian
Yeah,
God.
you go and beat his golden head, and but he's like, oh, I'm actually invulnerable, and the characters have to like denounce his like status as a god in order to make him feel like, oh, I guess I can't be beaten now.
They have to
Well,
embarrass him.
well, like I don't.
But the
I
thing
don't
is,
believe in
but the thing
you,
is,
God.
all the god needs to do is like emit a really high pitched noise, and everybody's fucking heads is gonna explode.
It's because God ain't shit.
Yeah,
He's
but
all high.
wait, yeah, but here's the thing: if by the rules of godhood he's not allowed to be embarrassed or he'll lose his powers, if he's embarrassed by going, then like he can't do that or he'll lose his god powers and their heads won't explode.
I mean, there's plenty of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just like teenagers. There's plenty of ways to murder teenagers. Like, if you had shit,
If you're God, just make them not exist anymore.
Yeah, you could
Be
just
done.
fucking just give them like super cancer and they just die.
Wait, does super cancer like kill immediately?
Yes, that's what makes
That's
it so
that's
funny.
horrifying.
It's like Akira. You look like an Akira. Like
Oh,
the
God.
fucking scene in Akira.
Man, yeah. I mean, Akira's depiction of the apocalypse is pretty fucking cool.
I've never seen Akira. Please don't spoil it for me.
Man, I
good.
kind of wish I
I've been
had the
meaning to watch
patience to
it.
read the manga, but the anime is just by itself, even with all its like unanswered questions, is very, very good. Definitely recommend it.
You know what else is scary? Climate change. Speaking of the end of the world.
Yeah, good
Okay.
segue.
So
Yeah.
global warming apocalypse, is that going to be hot or is it going to be cold?
Well,
Yes.
it is pretty. Yeah, that yes is the right answer, but hot is the answer that is relevant for right now, because apparently like places that wouldn't normally reach 50 degrees Celsius are reaching it, and that's horrifying.
That's why we
Well,
have like the
also,
hottest year. We have the hottest year on record, year after year. We are trapping more carbon in the atmosphere, like twice as much. It's twice as fucking hot as it was in 2005.
So
Jesus,
hold on,
really?
define twice as hot. 'Cause
Twice
I
as
don't
much-
feel like that makes much.
Like twice as much like
What?
heat in the atmosphere or something, like, or carbon or something. That's what I
Well,
heard.
at the very least,
I feel like that
I-
would
I
be
feel like
like
I feel like it wasn't.
400 degrees Celsius or something. Because like
Yeah.
0 is all the way at 0 Kelvin.
What's it?
I do know that the global average temperature is increasing at like roughly a degree every decade. That's been the trend the past couple decades.
Oh man, the
Yeah,
ice
I
age
can't- I
was
can't
only like
believe it.
4 degrees colder than what we are like pre-industrially. and we're looking at like up to 3-4 degrees in the other direction, shit's gonna get wild.
That's one of the only good things about the Marvel TV shows that came out recently. They like made some jokes about upcoming climate disasters, and like, they predict like
That's
the world's gonna end in like 2050 or something like that.
yeah, that's depressing. I mean, that's what everybody's saying is basically like,
Oh, hold on.
but
I'm reading here that it's like 0.13 degrees Fahrenheit or 0.08 degrees Celsius per decade since 1880. However, the average rate of increase since 1981 has been more than twice of that rate.
Damn.
So, okay, it's speeding up.
yeah, it's
And
getting like even
you know, if
crazy.
we don't do anything, it's gonna keep increasing. My dad doesn't believe in this kind of stuff.
Really?
Well,
Or he's like very skeptical of it. He thinks like, oh, it's gonna go down eventually. It's all just a statistical fluke or something.
I mean, you
And
know,
he showed
it
me this
eventually
graph.
will go down, but like the problem is
But
we keep adding more shit to it.
we just need the corporations to like have like and the countries have like important laws like workaroundable laws about climate preservation.
Yeah.
Yeah, align incentives.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
incentives
just
rather.
like better alternatives to fuel and like fuck it. But like a lot of it too is that like a lot of other countries in the third world are developing more, and then they're like, "Oh, well, you guys benefited so much from oil. Why can't we benefit from oil?" So we also become toxically dependent on it, and then it's going to be an insane struggle to get off of fossil fuels like everyone else. It's like, well, that's dumb.
Well, it is dumb, but also, hey, now in my country we have cars everywhere now.
And like the thing
Wow.
everybody's getting on with is that they're acting like, you know, like in order for it to stop, like our lives are gonna have to be like so much worse with it. But I don't know. I feel like
I
we
feel like we just
could
need
have like
maybe we
a
just need a big
similar.
old war. Maybe we need a big old war, and then everybody's gonna think of all the alternatives. Because
Oh yeah,
there's
Okay.
gonna be
it's gonna
choke
be
points of industry and shit.
Have you ever?
it's
Have
gonna be
y'all ever
fucking
thought about?
crazy because like you know we're gonna have like a bunch of wars over water soon. They say by like 2100 the Middle East is gonna be pretty much uninhabitable for humans to live there.
We should invent a separate race of humans called the climatoids that increase
Oh,
climate by
sweet.
their mere existence and then engage
Like
in war with
trees.
them. And then people will be like, oh, I hate those climatoids.
Oh shit! It's
You
like
know,
is it like
create a
Watchmen?
real group pressure.
It's like Watchmen. We just create a new enemy to unite against.
Sure, I don't know the reference, but yes.
It wasn't in the movie.
There were like a big old squid alien that like came at the end and killed everyone.
Yeah, well, it like blew up New
Cool.
York,
I have no
What?
context for this.
and they were like, "Whoa, aliens are fucking real."
So
I guess
Watch,
we're not gonna be at war.
Watchmen was like the first like big like ooh superheroes are fucked up, bro. Sort of stories, and then in the comics like an alien came at the end and like took over for some reason.
I mean, it wasn't even a real alien. It was just Ozymandias doing a false flag operation to
Oh.
like genetically engineer an alien looking fucker and then blew it up so it was like a bunch of psychic bullshit. And then like as soon as it and then everybody kind of was like, we have to fight the aliens, we don't need this Cold War bullshit. But then they're
Is
gonna go fight aliens that don't exist.
is the whole idea of how the comic ends like defeating the like this aesthetic or the point of it? Like, cause everybody's like talking about Watchmen like, ooh, it's so deep, bros. It's
Personally, I think Watchmen is overhyped. Like it is all right, I guess, but it's I don't
It-
know. I'm not
a lot
a
of
big fan of Watchmen.
a lot of things came like after it, like that's about like ooh, superheroes are fucked up, like Kick-Ass and The Boys
The
and
Boys.
Invincible now. So
Yeah, I
Future Man.
mean, a lot of it basically since um Dark Knight Returns and Watchmen came out, like a lot of them have tried to do this. Comics aren't just for kids anymore. And there's some real stinkers there. Like there's this time where Superman had a bunch of guns, and he looked like Santa, and he killed like clone twin Hitlers.
What?
Wow.
That's a real comic.
That sounds like the most for kids thing ever.
Fucking. There's one where Mary Jane
Hold on.
dies
You're,
from
okay,
like
you're gonna
Spider-Man's radioactive cummies.
radioactive semen.
Yeah.
That one I knew about.
I
But
didn't know about
but like
that one.
Gun Superman killing double Hitler
Yeah.
sounds like the most childish thing in the world.
It's because comics are fucking stupid and I love them.
And now they are the source material for all the most profitable movies ever.
Would
you guys-
double Hitler have like both of his balls?
Well, no, there's
Did
two
Hitler only have one
Hitlers.
of
They
them?
have one ball each.
Wow.
Would double Hitler have been a really good painter?
Um,
No, it's because now he has two left hands. He's gonna be even worse painter.
Wait.
about Hitler. Like, he became the fucking Führer of Germany. Like, couldn't he just make them, like, take him to art school then? Like, can't he just get his way in that way?
How petty would it be if you became the leader of a country and then your first like executive order was allow me into art school?
That would be incredibly based.
That sounds like
If Hitler had done that, that would be the best timeline.
that sounds like a great idea for an
Base
anime.
Hitler timeline. But then we only got two
Base
Hitlers.
Hitler? Oh my god.
Damn.
I love these two characters we've come up with, double Hitler and based Hitler.
Yeah, there's also Cringe Hitler, which is our, Hitler Prime.
Yeah, that's just the prime timeline Hitler.
I feel like that could be like a voicemail.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. This-
When I say I have a gassy clue, everybody's like, ooh, that's gross. But when I say gas to Jews, suddenly everybody's like...
Dude,
Everybody's like, that's kind of a good idea. We should do that. But like not seriously though.
Wait,
I do
wait.
not. I
Yeah,
disavow the statements of Hitler.
which Hitler was saying that?
Wait.
Was that double Hitler or based
fuck,
Hitler or
yeah,
cringe
Whichever
Hitler?
Hitler
Well, okay,
you
so
want
it's
it to
like
be.
based quote unquote Hitler.
Quote
Right?
unquote
It's not
Hitler.
based of Joker to say poop all the time.
That's
I'm pretty sure his wife left him and stuff.
Well, I
incel
mean,
Hitler.
left
Hinseller.
her with a bullet. A bunker together.
Cool. Wait. Oh, no, I was talking about base Joker.
yeah,
Base Joker.
yeah, the base Joker series.
Yeah, I
of-
don't know. I got them confused.
No,
Yeah.
man, you should definitely send that as a voicemail.
Based Hitler.
Oh man.
Just them reading that fucking title. All right, we got base Hitler from
Germany.
Zai. 3, 2, 1.
Speaking of PCP,
And they could cut like an hour of that show if they just stop doing the 3, 2, 1. That's like 20 minutes.
no, but
right there.
but it's so useful.
counting
But
to
it's so
3.
useful.
It's true.
They did explain all the reasons they're keeping it in. I wanted to mention PCP missed a week. What's happening?
What? Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh.
Oh no!
They're pregnant now. Oh no!
I saw they also had a bunch of
Oh,
people
wait.
in
The
newest one.
PCP. I thought you were talking about the PLAP because we've,
I
I've
mean,
been
we miss
procrastinating.
episodes all the time. It should be an episode like 15 by now, by rights.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
The PCP missed an episode?
yeah.
I can't
Last
believe
episode they uploaded it, took it down, and didn't do anything for a week.
Ooh.
And now they released the episode for last week, but no new episode this week.
it. And their channel description still says under construction.
It does.
It's not much better or worse than our channel description.
Wait,
What's
we
our
have a
channel
channel
about?
description?
Yeah, right? What is it?
It's like the PLAP, but the acronym is not. It doesn't even start with PLAP.
What?
I think I remember what you mean by that.
Put it on screen. Put it on screen.
Don't put it on
take
screen. What are you talking
screenshot.
about? Don't put it on screen. Make him look for it.
Yeah.
You're
look
on
for it,
YouTube listening to this. Go
and-
find it, you loser.
There it is.
But then how are we supposed to? Yeah, we can talk about it, but not mention it to the viewers. The viewers have to find it
The
themselves.
PLAP, 13 subscribers. Description.
Description.
Yeah, I'm PLAP.
And then
Put
it's the
L
mysterious.
something, a bunny,
The-
a year later.
A year later. It's not even 4 words.
Yeah, I'm Plap. Put L something a funny fear later.
I don't know. I think that's a pretty base description, to be honest.
Can we never change that, please?
Okay.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm Plap.
Yeah, flat.
Also, wait.
Plap
Also,
the
is our
sound that
website
you
link?
make-
Does our website link just go back to the YouTube channel?
Wait, we have a website? What do you mean?
What the fuck? I'm not paying
Yeah.
attention to this. I just show up and like scream about killing God.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we do not have a website.
Yeah. I'm
I
fairly
feel like
certain
that
we
would-
don't.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, there's a website link that takes you back to our YouTube channel.
That would mean having to
Oh,
buy a
wait,
domain.
it's-
What link is that?
It's only on the mobile
Paste that
version,
link.
I think. Because if you open it in Chrome, it doesn't go anywhere.
What website are you talking about? What URL?
No, you know how you have the option to put like a link to your website for your channel. Ours is just the URL to the actual YouTube channel.
So
But it
I
only
see.
shows
So we
up-
put
it
a
only
bit.ly, a
shows up on mobile.
shortened link, and like have it
It's
redirect back to
definitely
the
not
YouTube.
shortened.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's definitely not shortened. It's long and sketchy.
Well, we can make it shortened.
Can we like get it to say different things? Like I want it to be long and sketchy, but like say things.
Yeah, but
Like
like
these
have
singles.
funny things in it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Can our website be fuckdads.com?
Fuck what?
Fuckdads.com.
There probably already is a fuckdads.com.
Fuck
Um,
dads.
I mean, I imagine that's just a
Yeah.
porn
we
site.
have like a daddy issues.
Is it? I don't think it is.
Well, it's like your mom.
I wanna
comes to
look it up.
Played and how everybody's going after dad.
Can
Now that
we be
Fuckdads.com.
www.slipperydaddy.org?
Fuckdads.com goes to somebody's Bandcamp. It's like an album.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Let's link it.
Um, Yeah, go everybody go to fuckdads.com to check out the album A Lot of Nights I Stay Up Too Late by Keith J. Carberry. I'm sure it's good.
Can y'all imagine how horrifying World War III would be?
Oh yeah, I mean. It's
I mean,
basically
I imagine
the
it's gonna be
world.
proxy wars, with the
'Cause now-
people who
yeah, but-
like nanomachines run their brains and like, I'm gonna suppress my fears.
I mean,
I'm gonna
it pretty
shoot my
much
friends.
has to be proxy wars.
I'm enacting war behind 7 proxies.
But just imagine, if you will, just straight up World War II style World War III, how terrifying that would be. Because now we all have railguns on our ships and robots and exoskeletons.
We have
I don't
nukes,
think
there
that'll ever
wouldn't be a World
happen.
War III.
I don't think that'll ever happen to the same scale.
Yeah.
Because the concept of diplomacy was not that
Well, I mean, it's not even just diplomacy; it's mutually assured destruction. If we went to a World War scale thing, it would not last
Nah.
very long because as soon as somebody
But
nukes
doesn't
anyone else,
doesn't the
it's
idea
game
doesn't the
fucking
idea
over.
yeah, but doesn't the idea of the fact that we all have nukes mean that we would never nuke each other even if we went to war?
I mean, we're going to nuke each other. Like, it's human nature. Like, mutually
It's
assured
human-
destruction will never work for all
That's
the
true.
same reasons that communism will never work.
Nah,
It's
man,
just-
you're being way too pessimistic. I figured the concept of diplomacy evolved to the point where it's very much possible that we're never gonna have like a big, large-scale war again, unless it's like, we're having such big like cultural differences like with North Korea.
Like, I mean, we're having a lot of it with China right now. I mean, the Americans are really bloodthirsty to try to like hype up Russia again. Even though like they outspend everyone else's military like 7-1. Like the fucking they topped like the next like 8 nations combined. Like,
You're talking about our military? It's way too big.
yeah,
it,
the
like
military is a meme that
so
needs
much
to
of the
die.
fucking
Like,
Okay,
seriously, fuck
you know
the
what's
military.
stupid? You know what's stupid? Our we spend so much money on our military, on our soldiers stuff still doesn't work.
Yeah, it's because it's all just a fucking racketeering. It's just a fucking
Yeah.
like nepotism. Fucking, I'm gonna help my dumb little buddies make money and get military contracts, and it's just a huge waste of taxpayer money. You fuckers spent over $1 trillion, $1,300 billion on a fucking F-35 jet that didn't even work.
No, wait, okay. Didn't we convince the entire world, like, during the Cold War to switch to, what is it, to, shit, I don't remember. Was it to 5.56 or something? And so everyone switched to the FNFAL for their, like, rifles, and then we were like, no, we're gonna go back to 30-06 with our Mark 14s or whatever.
Wait, Five Nights at Freddy's existed back then?
yeah, no. The American military convinced the whole world to convert their assault rifles into Five Nights at Freddy's, and then we were like, "Psych, we're playing Undertale now, losers."
Well, I mean, look, if you keep playing Five Nights at Freddy's, you kind of deserve to die. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I never was that into Five Nights at Freddy's, and I was even less into it when they started making sequels.
That completely passed me by. I was deep into League of Legends YouTube content at that point, so I was like,
Right?
other video games? What are those? Not League of Legends. Not subscribed, unliked.
I thought Five Nights at Freddy's was weird because I guess when I found out about it was when they started making the porn of it, and then I was like, this is weird and gross.
The puppets fuck.
Are you? Everything does. Are you kidding me? This is the internet, friend. Where have you been?
Man, I always really hated all that, particularly for that franchise, because like, isn't it canonic? Isn't it like canon that like they have like dead kids inside them or something?
I mean, the same thing goes for
No.
Warframe.
Oh yeah, there's dead kids in Warframe. No, they're not dead. They're just nerds.
Not dead, but aren't they like kids?
Wait, so
technically?
They're all nerds.
So Zai, you just revealed something big. Are you into Warframe?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't really play games that much.
Okay, are you deep enough?
I'm a fake gamer.
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
deep enough into Warframe to be like, to know what the second dream is?
No.
I don't even know what a second is, dude.
My friend is definitely that into Warframe. I am like one part away from getting Rhino.
Can you bring him on the podcast? I want him to explain what the whole fucking shtick with the second dream and the other story bits are, because
I'll ask him right now.
Because I heard everyone talk on podcast at like 2018, like, oh man, Warframe's story is suddenly so good and it only works if it's a live service. Like, damn, like you gotta get to the second dream, but that's like what 100 hours of fucking gameplay for that fucking shit. No, please, Warframe is too bad.
Fuck
for
that shit.
Is it?
It does. From what I
Warframe seems really like interesting. Like I enjoy it.
It's ruined by being it's like every fucking game that is free. It's ruined by being a free game. And like everything is so fucking complex. The progression of it makes no sense. There's a lot of legacy content that sucks. And like all the attempts at telling a story are just garbage because of the way there is no clear context of what is actually going on, what you are, and what everyone else is.
I certainly didn't pay any attention to the story because I just had my friend explain it to me.
I like the
Which it was way more, it's way more fun. It's way more fun to listen to him be like, "Oh, so this is what we actually are. We're actually nerds on another planet who are sitting in VR chairs and watch. I can make my nerd shoot out of my body and he can run around and zap people with his brain juice." That's way more
You
fun
ever
to
seen
me
the
than
movie
listening
Toys
to
starring Robin Williams? It's basically the plot of that.
Toys starring Robin Williams.
Yeah.
All I can think of is Small Soldiers.
yeah, I don't know, just Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
But man,
Oh, wait,
the
Robin Williams.
the
was
fucking
Yeah.
second I was like I was in like a hub area in Warframe, like just doing the parkour, but it's just a fucking like flat plane with a bunch of hills and enemies strewn about it, like, and like I had like two like really ugly looking NPCs like having like a love story and shit, like what the fuck am I doing? This is boring. It's too easy, and also these characters are ugly.
I will say the stories like seem like they're trying really hard to be like engaging and interesting because whatever my friend was on last time, he was fighting Satan and then he got to the lowest part of that area or something, and it was like an autistic kid in a big goo monster, and he had to as a nerd stealth kill, or maybe he wasn't a nerd, maybe he was just low level.
Maybe
He had to like stealth kill a whole bunch of robots to like murder this autistic kid.
I don't know. I was stuck on that planet for a while. I gave up there. Maybe
Are you talking about the Earth, the first one?
yeah, the first big planet in which like it's like a big hub area with a city and like a big
I
plains.
don't remember what it was called. Sir or something.
Even if
sea
you
name?
knew what it was called, I would not be able to confirm what its name is.
I'll say like Warframe. Like if you're not playing with someone, it's pretty lame.
Yeah, probably. And also you have to be in school and have a lot of time.
Yeah, I guess.
Because doing it just like after work, that just sounds like a nightmare. It just feels like a second job.
Yeah.
My problem with Warframe is just how floaty it is.
Floaty, huh?
Because it's like yeah, because like nothing really has any weight to it. Like it's really fun to whack people in the face with your big stick and watch their head bounce off the concrete, but like there's no like commitment to your attack, so it doesn't feel weighty when you hit them. You just
that's
and they go flying
all
away.
the guns feel bad, and like you have to go through so many hoops to get another, and all the swords and the sticks, like yeah, it just doesn't have any weight to it. It's not like crunchy and cool like in Dynasty Warriors. It's not complex and interesting like in DMC.
Did you just say Dynasty Warriors was complex?
No, crunchy and satisfying.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I like catching like fucking 100 guys and like your ult in Dynasty Warriors feels so fucking good. It's like the biggest
See,
goon.
what made me happy in Dynasty Warriors was like stun locking like 3 or 4 generals at a time. Well, like you're just like shoving your giant sword up Lulu's ass.
I mean, he has so much super armor. I don't know how you can like fucking
Hold on,
stun
wait,
lock
hold
him.
on. Shh, hold on. Is Death at a drive-thru? Is Death? Are you at a Wendy's? What is this?
Can I get any Burger King? That's it. I just muted myself.
Can't do a podcast on an empty stomach.
Yeah, man. I'm on Burger King.
Can I get an ice cream cone?
Daddy, can I get I want a toy. I want a toy in my Happy Meal.
I'm gonna get one black
Daddy, I want a
coffee
Happy
and
Meal. I want a Happy Meal, Daddy.
Please.
Wait, how are you fucking driving and doing a podcast? Like, you have the headset on. Isn't that dangerous for driving?
Well,
Oh my god! Oh my
He's
god!
got depth
Wait, hold on.
perception, though.
If you have a headset on, did you get to the second window and you looked at the attendant and they had their headset on and you had your headset on and you looked at each other and winked and gave a thumbs up and then drove away?
Well, I mean, I walked into the Burger King and then they were staring at me as I was staring at them. Just with the headset on.
That's like that Weird Al song. And he looked at me, and I looked at him.
Yeah,
No?
trapped in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based song, very based.
Trapped in the Burger King.
Also,
Yeah.
trapped in the fucking closet, man. Ah, such a masterpiece. Someone needs to fucking like compile all those and remaster them and shit. Cause goddamn, it's so good.
Trapped in the Closet? I don't know that one.
It's the basis of the spoof,
It's
which is trapped in the
2021.
drive-thru.
Ah.
It's
Okay.
R. Kelly's cinematic masterpiece.
Oh, and now I'm coming out of the closet.
And I pull out my Beretta.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame that, those other things that he did.
Yeah, like pissing on teenagers. Yeah, it's a
That's just
shame.
weird.
But I mean, you can't dispute the masterpiece status
I'm
of
sorry,
Trapped in the Closet.
I can't stop thinking about Death talking to us while he like slowly meanders across a Burger King dining area with like a big gulp in his hand.
Yeah.
He's like over here at the soda machine.
Right there.
We're about to hear him get the ice.
No, they already
And then-
filled it up.
And then if you listen carefully, you'll hear him get you'll hear him mix the Coca-Cola with the Mountain Dew. Like a proper psychopath.
Yeah, I mean, what sort of fucking place sells Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew? That's a Pepsi product.
You know what I love though? I love that Dr. Pepper is the Switzerland of Cokes because just everywhere has it.
Yeah, it's technically a Pepsi product in Canada.
Wait, everybody
Pepsi.
has like fucking Dr. Pepper where you're
Here.
living?
Here, every establishment is either a Pepsi establishment or a Coke establishment.
Damn.
But
The franchise
everywhere
wars.
has Dr. Pepper. Yeah, everywhere has Dr.
The
Pepper.
franchise wars of the franchises that belong to the same company.
Oh no, Coke and Pepsi don't belong to the same company. Dr. Pepper belongs to like Mott's or something in America, so that's why it's probably in every other spot because they don't have a stake that is much.
I drank some Dr. Pepper
Interesting.
once.
Yeah, but Pepsi is not the same as Dr. Pepper.
It's
Yeah, they
so
fucking gave me
overpriced.
fries. God damn it! Every fucking time I ask for onion rings, it's bullshit.
Ah, lame.
I'm not going back.
Go there and ask for their manager.
Wait, no, yeah, go back. You're doing a podcast here. Let's do it for the story.
Yeah,
Go back and Karen it up, friend.
man, fucking I watch this show that makes fun of podcasts all the time, and it's like, man, if Carl heard that I was doing this shit, he would just fucking roast me alive. Anyway, if
Oh
you ever
my
do listen to
God.
this, Carl, you have stupid teeth and you're a small talking piece of shit. Vinny deserves to win
Fuck
every
your
time.
teeth, Carl.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, fuck you and your yuck mouth.
Yeah.
Carl, I think people give you a bad rap. I think you're all right. I don't know who you are. Doesn't matter.
Carl, don't ever let me
You-
catch you
you
outside
do
at night,
you.
friend.
Well, I want to be
I'm
positive.
going straight.
Carl,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
hit you
say-
so hard in your mouth. I'm going straight in your teeth.
I gotta say, I don't understand why any parent would ever call their child Carl.
It's with a K, too.
Carl, I gotta say, nice cock.
Can I tell you a secret, Dad? I knew it was with a K. As soon as you said it, something about the way you said it, I knew it was a K.
Yeah. Uh,
I think you put the stink on it just right. That was like, that's a K name.
Speaking
yeah,
of
I
rings,
love onion rings from Burger King, but they don't fucking have them. They didn't give them to me.
speaking of rings, the Tokyo Olympics just finished.
Finished. I thought they just started.
Or opened. But
Who fucking cares about the Olympics?
That's true.
Either way, I have a
I heard they were playing video game music.
yeah, that's exactly like I watched the ceremony. I was like, Is this like the ending of a JRPG? It kind of sounds like the ending of a JRPG. And then I was like, is this this orchestral version of the ending to Final Fantasy VI? And sure enough, I Shazammed it and it was correct.
I heard they're also playing like Super Mario Galaxy music.
Yeah, also this I have this article in front of me from Silicon Era in which they mentioned this, and they have Kingdom Hearts music, Nier music, Final Fantasy music, and
Yeah, that's something from
Dragon
Chrono
Quest
Trigger I
music,
heard.
and Monster Hunter,
Uh,
and Sonic. Like all the
Yeah.
good shit.
What are you telling me they had Crush 40 at the Olympics?
Man,
Crush 40 Olympics 2021?
I sh-
Are you serious?
man, someone is there a fucking compilation for this shit? I want to see it.
Oh my god!
I mean, this is actually
I would
pretty
care.
common for the Olympics. This something they do is they play a lot of stuff that like people would be familiar with from that country. Like the British one had like the Bond theme playing.
The Brazil one had like that one song in which they say in Brazil da da and the titties bounce, you know that song?
Oh, no, I don't, but I want to.
There's
Yeah, can you send me the music video for
Yes.
that in high
it's
definition?
called Venga Banga Boys, I think. Venga Boys in Brazil.
Also, wouldn't it be fucked up if Mario competed in the Olympics?
Mario has competed in the Olympics with Sonic at
No,
the
but, like,
Olympic Games.
In real
There you go,
life.
that's
Like
the
it's not
titty
even
song.
like it's just a dude in a Mario costume, like a mascot
Okay.
costume, and he fucking wins.
Now, here's hold on.
So
Hold on now.
inhumanly fast, and he makes
Here's-
like the Mario jumps.
Yeah, yeah,
Here's-
he can do
here's
like
the
fucking
thing.
like not even just like regular Mario jumps, but I mean like fucking Mario 64 speed run jumps.
Yeah. Yep. Yahoo! Those jumps, right? he does the long jump, but he does the spin jump, so he spins his arms out like a propeller and falls slower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's-
Phew, 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 phew.
Now here's my question for you: Is you have three options here if Mario's going to compete in the Olympic Games? Are we talking Bob Hoskins? Are we talking a man in a cartoon Mario suit? Or are we talking a horribly deformed 3-foot-tall monster that is a real-life Mario?
I was gonna say guy in a costume because then it's like, who the fuck is this guy? They never find out. It's credited as Mario.
Credited as Mario.
Yeah, and then like there's like a shot of him like hugging his family, and there's a guy in a Luigi suit there.
But the guy in the Luigi suit is like clearly angry that he didn't get to be the Mario suit, just like the real Luigi. and the
People
real
try
Mario.
to interview him, but he leaps into the ocean and never returns.
He's never seen or heard from again. So everybody's like, what the fuck was that all about?
Can at this point, since Dad's enjoying his double whopper, can we just talk about fast food chains?
Yeah, and how they're gonna bring about
sure.
the end of the world. I agree.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, a
Oh.
lot of it is actually through like
If-
factory farming. It's fucked.
Oh, I thought we were gonna talk about how the McRib craze is gonna kill us all.
I don't know.
Well,
man.
they're adding a special McRib with Szechuan sauce, and like
Oh,
it
no,
will
and
like
then
tear
they're gonna
countries
riot.
apart.
It's Rick and Morty themed.
Wasn't that like already a thing like a bunch of years ago?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
it's Szechuan season on a McRib during Shamrock Steaks.
Man,
Oh
I
god,
gotta say-
they're gonna bring back Ogre Load.
why do people even eat McDonald's? It tastes like shit.
The fries are good.
Because
No.
it's cheap.
Yeah.
Well,
It's gonna be shit in the end anyway, so...
In-
I mean, it's cheap
To be fair,
and
we all
like
are.
it's like familiar, so
Yeah,
it's kind of like comfort food a bit in a way. Where
yep.
it's just like, I don't want to fucking cook. I just want to fucking eat this little cardboard cheeseburger.
you
I eat a lot of
I will say,
McDonald's.
I would say, I
you
don't
you might have heard
understand- I
about
don't
this. You
understand.
might have heard about this in the past, but other countries, when McDonald's came to them, it came in as a premium product. It's expensive to get McDonald's here. I think I mentioned this
That's
in a
weird.
previous podcast, and man, that shit is expensive and shit. And I'm like, and it's still really popular because of how recognizable the
That's
franchise
weird.
is.
I don't understand why McDonald's is so popular because you go to like there are other fast food chains that like have way better food.
I was at
It's
Five
like-
Guys the other day. That's
Oh
pretty
man,
good.
you
Yeah.
know what? What should happen to America? The fucking
What?
the kebabs and the shawarmas should come to America like a really big way, because those are actually like nice fast food. It's got all the good like veggies and meat, and it's like a nice little.
Well, hold on, Krez, do y'all have like Sonic and Wendy's, and y'all definitely don't got Whataburger?
No, none of those.
So like those are like the good fast food places here.
Well, they never came out of the States, so
Wendy's
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
But-
They were not powerful enough.
Wendy's is kind of hit or miss.
yeah,
Like
I think-
Wendy's can be up there with like Sonic.
I like their.
and-
I think there's like a small restaurant in the Netherlands or like Belgium or something that's preventing Wendy's from moving to Europe because the small restaurant is also called Wendy's.
Oh, did you hear
Um,
about the Big Mac trademark? It doesn't.
Hmm.
They don't have it in the EU anymore. Because there was this chain called Mac.
Expired.
No, there was this chain called Max,
What?
and they tried to sue them, but because they had a sandwich called the Big Mac first, they lost the trademark to the to the name Big Mac. So now, like, you could sell a Big
Wow.
Mac and call it a Big Mac if you're in Europe.
What do they still call? Does McDonald's still call it Big Macs in Europe?
Well, yeah, I mean it's iconic,
Yeah.
but like now other people can
It's
call
public
it a Big
domain.
Mac.
Now the Big
Hmm.
Mac is public domain.
Yeah, like Burger King shot a bunch of commercials for it where they were like, "Oh, how would you like a better than a Big Mac burger?" It was like a Whopper.
Yeah.
KFC.
Y'all,
KFC
yeah, do y'all
has
remember
reached
when
here,
KFC?
but
shit.
it's even more expensive but less spread out. But it's better. It's definitely better.
Do y'all remember when, I don't remember if it was KFC or Popeyes, but they released a chicken sandwich and started talking shit at Chick-fil-A?
Hmm.
Oh,
No?
I get the feeling that all these brand beefs are just a publicity stunt, like all the rap beefs.
I mean, of course they are. It's just like it's complete fake. It's pro wrestling. It's like, ooh, me
Kayfabe.
soda better than you soda. You know, it's kayfabe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember people went
Uh,
crazy over that chicken sandwich here.
I
Like,
keep
you couldn't
hearing
even
good
get
things
it.
about Chick-fil-A. Well, at least it's food. I've heard a lot of things about like them as a company, but like I've heard the food's really good. I'd like to try
The
it.
food, okay, here's the thing about Chick-fil-A. The company's views are terrible, but the food and the service are incredible.
What are the views of the company?
They don't like gay people.
Ah, based.
Yeah.
But like,
Uh,
you get there and they have people outside coming to your cars and taking your order, and it's like everyone's happy, and it feels like you're in like an 80s sitcom when you go to a Chick-fil-A. That's how like happy everyone is and everything, and you just feel like everything's gonna be okay. You know what I mean?
damn, that's
But
some
then
service.
but then also it's hard to forget that they do hate the gays. But goddamn, that chicken's so good.
I mean, in order for them to sell you
Listen.
the aesthetic of like, oh, everything's gonna be fine, you're in the past. It's all nostalgia. They gotta
mean-
keep in the gay hate, you know? I guess the biggest question that we haven't addressed, like, there is empirical data and like calculations and shit, like, oh, the Earth will survive, but will humanity? And for how long?
For
A couple seconds.
Forever.
3, 2, now.
I'm saying forever. I think humanity is the Tom of species on this planet.
I think there's a decent chance that it might be forever. Yeah.
Will we reach Futurama?
No.
We'll go.
At
I
least
mean,
at
with
as a point in time.
s-
No.
rate of technological progress, I think
don't-
we'll be far ahead of it.
I don't think we'll ever have flying cars. I don't think people care that much, and it makes me upset.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Just simulate the flying cars in VR or something.
What about
All I want to
What
do,
about
all I want to do
teleportation?
before I die. I'd be too scared to teleport because I feel like it's just killing you and making a clone of you.
I mean, depends on what the principles they use for the teleportation technology.
Wouldn't it have to like rip you apart and reassemble you somehow?
If it's like a wormhole, maybe
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
work.
I imagine
do you get-
if the way it would work is like mini black hole, mini wormhole, something like that.
Do you get spaghettified going through a wormhole?
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, maybe, but if that's the case, yeah, obviously don't do it. If it destroys you, don't do it. If it doesn't, okay, I guess fine.
Unfortunately, you probably won't live to see it. Ugh.
Okay, that's what makes that's what upsets me. I feel like I'm gonna die before hover bikes exist, and all I want to do before I die is ride a hover bike.
What I want to do before I die is go to space. But it won't happen.
You could sign up for the suicide mission to Mars.
Oh, base.
Yeah, and then you'll go to space immediately before you die.
Yeah.
I would probably be down for that. Because I want to see the Earth from outer atmosphere, like the real thing, and like the moon
That'd be pretty cool.
and everything else.
And then you know for sure that it's actually flat.
Yeah.
You'll go up into space and then you'll see the ice wall.
You'll see the giant pizza pattern. It's like actually the continents are like pepperoni. Perfectly circular.
I have a question. If you were giant, would you push all the continents back together and remake Pangea?
No, because we need like
If I could do it non-destructively, sure.
because we need like water sources. That's where all the fucking civilizations is sprung up. So if we just eliminated most sea barriers, it's
Okay.
gonna.
But I mean,
okay,
people.
so if I was a giant, I would eliminate the sea barriers, but also put little water fountains everywhere. Put little...
Like a giant with Legos.
Yeah, build a cooler place.
Yeah, we need some.
Um,
You know how the next update for Minecraft is gonna have like crazy caves and cliffs and shit. Like we need someone to go get giant and do that for Earth.
yes.
Just like spike up the ground like it's Play-Doh.
Yeah,
I want
to make the biomes a bit more extreme.
Would you if I offered to make you a giant so that you could move the continents around and play with the Earth like it's a Lego set, would you want that
Yeah.
job, or would it be too much responsibility?
Well, thinking
Um,
about the logistics of it all, I'm like, what do I eat then? Do I eat humans? Do I eat?
Every month, the humans build an offering to you,
And that feeds me.
and it's all of their finest food, but it's really small, and so it's kind of just a pile. so you have to
Do I
scoop it up
just
with your
do I
hands.
just dunk my head in the ocean, like do a big slurp, and that's how I sustain my.
Yeah. Also, as a part of this, your throat will develop a weird organic filter that'll filter the salt out of the water. So you'll drink the water from the ocean, and then all the salt will pile up in your mouth, and you'll just drink the
Mhm.
water, and then you have to spit out all the salt.
Yeah, and then I have to piss all over the Earth.
I mean, that's
So,
up to you.
I mean, I'm assuming like, your hunger and thirst is just not a problem. It's solved through giant hijinks.
through
Um,
religious offerings from the inhabitants of Earth, and through your
Yeah.
weird filter organ.
do I get privacy?
No, you're too big.
Well, I mean, you could
I-
you could scoot all of the continents onto one side of the Earth and then go hang out on the other side.
I should be able to go up the Cloud Kingdom and, as long as nobody builds a giant beanstalk, just have some,
Just hang out up
have
there
some
with your
space where I
golden
can
with your golden
zerk
goose.
off.
Well, I mean, think about it, right? Okay, so the giant lives in the cloud. He's a big man who lives in the cloud, and then Jack climbs up the beanstalk to kill him. It's and like steal his resources to like feed the disenfranchised. That's really an inspirational tale about killing God. you know.
Oh, I thought you were
Killing
gonna say it was an
God
inspirational
and-
tale about killing Jeff Bezos.
We should kill Jeff
enacting
Bezos.
communism.
Yes.
Unironically.
Do it. Unironically.
I
Not in
disavow.
Minecraft, in real
Um,
life.
Disavow.
Let's execute him. He deserves to die.
Well, he's in space now, unless we know how to like, if we can. Oh,
He was in space for a really short time.
wait, he's
though.
already back on Earth?
Yeah, he's not an
I
astronaut.
thought so. Wasn't it like it was just
What
like
a
a
pussy.
tiny little?
Yeah.
They went up
I-
for like a little bit. They
I-
went like 100 kilometers up. Or
God
something.
damn.
I have a question. Why do we bring astronauts back?
Because we hate them and we want them to not be here. They smell gross.
Like, there's the whole thing about their like bone density or whatever. Why don't we just ship them all out to space, leave them there,
And
let them have kids?
yeah,
Let them have kids with the loose bones and make weird noodly space people.
yeah, and then the new types come in, and they have like weird empathetic powers that like they can talk to each other
Wait,
without
so-
speaking, and then we have the Gundam.
Wait,
Yeah.
so what are you suggesting? That like we just send people out to space to like just live in a spaceship forever? That like
Yeah, or the moon.
I
Build
mean it'll like
colonies.
run out of resources like pretty
We'll send
fast
'em-
eventually.
We'll send them Big Macs. We'll send them Big Macs and stuff. I mean, we'll keep them in orbit or whatever. I'm just saying, don't bring them down.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that what the International Space Station
Don't
is?
bring those lanky, long-boned space people down here. Those creepy
We're not bringing
skeleton
them back.
creatures.
That's why
We're
we need to
not
build a
bringing
roof
them
to keep
back.
the moon men out and get the moon paid for.
True.
We're not bringing them back. We're just sending people into orbit, letting their bones
Yeah.
get loose, letting them have
Destroy
kids, and
all
then
the
eventually
landing pads.
eventually they'll
Nobody's coming back.
they'll hate that they're up there and we're down here, but they'll know that their bones are too noodly to come down here to be back with us, and they'll colonize the moon for us. And then we just gotta go up
Yeah.
there, whoop a bunch of noodle butt, and then we have a whole moon to live on.
I mean, the problem with the moon is that it doesn't have
Genius.
an atmosphere. So, like, basically, if a rock fucking goes down there, like, there's nothing like on Earth. Fucking, if there's a meteor coming down, it'll usually burn up in the atmosphere. But like, fucking, the moon has no such thing. So you're just constantly being pelted by rocks. Also, you can't breathe in there. Also, there's no water. Also, there's no plants or soil for vegetation.
Yeah, but they're noodly space people.
But he's right. The noodle
in a
space
pinch,
people.
they can just pour themselves put themselves inside of a cup of hot water and eat
The
themselves.
thing about the
More
noodly
than
space. The thing about the noodly space people is if they're ever threatened, they can boil themselves for 2 minutes and then fling themselves at a wall and stick to it like a spider.
It'll cause a permanent stain on your shirt
Yeah.
once you peel it off.
Yeah. What if they make their habitat? They just make it really soft so that only noodle people can live there. And if we try to colonize it, we'll be too strong and we'll destroy everything.
Oh, like they
and
make everything
fumble
out
around.
of make everything out of like tissue paper.
Yeah.
Everything's really
So it's like
delicate.
uncolonizable for people of normal
strength.
human Earth strength.
That sounds
But
like
then we
the worst idea I've ever heard.
But then somebody could just go up there and like, what is it? John Carpenter it up and just like wreck shop. Because we've
Sure,
got our
we could
powerful
just
Earth
wreck it
bones.
completely,
Like,
and then
we'd
you
be
know,
like
then
small
what?
Godzilla.
The entire planet collapses in on itself
We'd be like a
into
small
an unusable
Godzilla.
mess.
We'd be like Bitchzilla.
What we could also do is just spray a bunch of like glue on there to harden it.
Oh, we could turn their paper houses into paper mache houses.
Yes.
Hmm.
And if we don't have enough glue, I mean, there's plenty of other sticky substances that we could use, hypothetically.
Well, that would be the job of the Earth Giant to masturbate on the moon.
Well, I mean, the moon already has a bunch of
I'm
holes.
coming on the motherfucking moon, bitch!
Coom on the moon.
Would- do you think you'd have to jump up to reach it, or do you think you could hit it
So-
from like laying in the ocean?
I mean, if he's
I
big
feel
enough
like-
to reach that, then like the Earth is like he just walks a bit and it'll like destroy the Earth. You know, like him existing.
Don't they have like those Gauss cannons that like accelerate stuff using electromagnetism?
Are you saying you want to make a
until it like
Gauss
reaches
penis?
the outer atmosphere and it's fast enough? I feel like you could design a giant penis like that as well. And if the
But if
penis
you're
is long enough to
designing
reach
it-
outside of the atmosphere, then you can ignore like the air friction.
If you're
And
designing
maybe
it,
Paracelsus is enough,
but if you're designing it, then it's not a penis. Then it's a dildo.
I guess.
Yeah, it's only a penis if it's alive.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be alive?
Well, I mean,
What's that?
before I become a giant, can't I?
It's about the
like,
implication.
I would like to have some control over my body. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you gave that
how
up
much I
when
can
you decided to
decide.
become like 1,500 feet
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah, you
I
gave-
guess I guess
you-
that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
You gave that up when you allowed a team of scientists to insert a weird saltwater filter into your neck, and then and then grow you 1,000,000 times bigger.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's a message from Stomperoo. Did we talk about that? You posted something in the members only channel. It's very important, I would guess. He says Death Perception is really cute. Follow him on Twitter and then cyberbully and dox him until he deletes it.
On Twitter.
Yeah, you don't have a Twitter, you say.
And also,
You
my
say.
name is my name is not James Richard McCleary. Don't
Guys,
bully
Death's
on
real
Facebook.
name. Death's real name is James Richard McCleary.
No,
Go
it's
bully
not.
him on his Facebook. That's gonna be James Richard McCleary
Who
on
is
Facebook.
James Richard McCleary?
Not
Oh my
me.
god, you're so old.
You got
Death Perception
okay.
is so old.
You all have to go bully him if you want
Stop
Stomp to
bullying
think you're
me,
cool.
I'm gonna cry.
more like James Richard
Puri.
Wait, James Richard McClare is somebody who died in 2018.
Oh no.
Oh, no,
that's too recent.
not me,
That's
I'm
too
already
recent.
dead.
No, it's coming
I'm
true.
so sorry,
It's
James.
coming true.
I'm
He said we
battling
die, and now we
James.
are. You're next.
No!
Oh no.
Yes,
Well,
please.
It's
I promise I'll brush my teeth.
Oh,
Jeez.
Oh god, that means that after Azai goes, then Krez is gonna go, and then I'm gonna go in Azai's dad's freezer. He's gonna put me in his dad's crevasse.
Crevasse.
I don't wanna go.
His asshole.
Azai, I don't wanna go into your daddy's crevasse hole.
Crevasse.
Fold you into a popsicle and just shove you up his butt.
Oh
Ew.
no! That's why I have to go in the freezer first. He's gonna I'm soup, so he's gonna pour me into one of those like popsicle ice cube trays
Yeah.
and put the popsicle stick in, like the toothpick in me. No,
And then nobody will ever eat you because soup ice cream would be gross. It would be
Oh
disgusting.
man. That's true.
I think. Well, I don't know. I feel like
I think-
a little
I think chicken noodle flavored ice cream could be good.
What the fuck
curry
is wrong
flavored
with
ice cream
you?
could be good.
Def, what's up with their
Um,
microphone?
Oh, hang on.
Better?
Garlic sauce flavored
Uh,
ice cream.
1 2
would
1
be
2.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my mask got tangled in it.
All right, that's good. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Chicken noodle flavored ice
Yeah.
cream.
You know what? I bet
think it could be
the
good.
savory ice cream would not be that bad.
Yeah, like
Do you guys
like
watch
chocolate
Binging
covered
with
bacon.
Babish?
Nope.
No,
Pineapple pizza.
I know what it
flavored
is.
Ice cream.
Well, it's this guy who makes like food based off TV shows.
And he made like an onion ice cream one time.
Mm.
doesn't he get like two like? I have seen him. I didn't like him because he got like too like fancy with it. Like,
Yeah.
he'd do like sandwiches or something from something, but he'd always make it too gourmet, and I'm like, what are you doing? You
All right,
nerd?
now I'm gonna go make my own
He
bread.
does a simple version first, often, and then he does the complicated.
What was the other one? With the girl. Oh shit, what's it called?
Girl.
She like recreates
Girl
like
cook.
yeah, girl cook popular food. That YouTube channel, have y'all seen that?
Girl
It's
Cook. Everybody subscribe to Girl Cook Popular Food.
You know, that should actually be a YouTube channel name because it's very like, ooh, post humor.
That's like that is the most clickbait channel name.
Like,
I'm
you
just
know how
imagining,
like
Yeah, so somebody make girl
Well,
cook popular food.
you know,
I'm
like
just imagining
how
it's like a picture of a show, and then like every thumbnail is her like doing the pog face, like what?
What?
I'm
I
making
can't.
cookie
No
cats.
results found.
it is the same like naming convention of like the you know how PewDiePie's most popular videos are called funny compilation number 1, funny compilation number 2.
I don't watch PewDiePie.
Neither did I,
Me neither.
but I checked his most popular channel, his most popular videos, and that's some of them. So I imagine
Oh my God! Hold
that
on, wait.
girl cook popular food would probably
That's
be
not a
pretty
channel.
good.
Can we please
Well,
make
with
it
no
right now? Can we
spaces
please
doesn't
make it right
exist
now?
yet.
Do any of us have access to a girl?
Mm.
Not anymore.
Ah,
Just
shame.
pretend.
She hates me now.
I mean, we can in the popular this age of information, in this age of wokeness, we can claim to be a girl, I guess.
I have
Yeah,
long
is anybody
hair.
here trans?
Not everywhere. I'm balding on top, but
We could just wear like a really like crude Party City wig, and then
I have
And
some.
then we can all talk like this and be like, oh my God, today we're going to make a souffle muffins and then they're going to be like Japanese style and it's going to be so fluffy. Oh my God.
and then everyone will love
Yeah.
us.
And everyone will
'Cause
be
we're so
like,
cute.
man, just fucking make anime content again, Trixie. I don't need this bullshit.
And then everyone will be like, "Oh my God, that's not Lily Peachy's real voice." I don't know why I gave the commenters the same voice as popular girl cook popular food.
It's because she
Because they're
was a
real
big fan.
connoisseurs of girl voices.
Oh man,
They're girls
man,
themselves.
Lily Peacher just got a free career, but
Who the fuck
I
is
mean-
Lily Pichu?
okay, she
Okay,
was the
you know that
League of
voice I
Legends
just- hold on.
YouTuber.
Oh.
You know the voice that I just did? That's Lily Pichu.
Oh my
She
god,
talks
little
like this.
Pichu.
no,
like-
no, even worse.
She talks like this all the time and she says it's her real voice, but like it clearly fucking isn't because nobody fucking sounds like this.
I know
It
people who
annoys me a
sound
lot.
like that, and I hate them.
It
I don't.
sounds so forced and she always talks like this. And she goes,
She's actually like she
Oh,
looks really
God.
cute and stuff in real life as well. But the thing is, she got popular just because she was collabing with a lot of League of Legends YouTubers, and she like abandoned her channel for years and years and years. But at some point, like, ooh, maybe free money, easy content, ooh, and it started doing like her current YouTube stuff, which all things being well, what just so it's clear that I'm not hating too much. The art on her thumbnails is very, very cute. At the very least, she does that
I
every
can't
time.
believe Predator hates women.
Right? I don't believe it. I don't believe that this episode of the PLAP is where we find out that Krezathor was not who we thought he was.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and you find out that I am exactly who you thought I was.
The Burger King lover.
Burger King misogynist.
Burger King misogynist.
Um,
Look, behind every great
I just
Burger
gotta
King
have
is a
it my
Burger
way.
Queen.
hey
behind
man,
every great
I
Burger
watch
King.
Super Butter Buns videos. Therefore I am not.
Ew. Ew. What did you
uh,
just say?
Super Butter Buns, a YouTuber.
What is this? Okay, have y'all ever watched those like streamers who put their stuff on YouTube and they're like because they're girls they get all the creepy donations?
Super chats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
The people that just make, like, every time somebody like subscribes or like renews their subscription to like a Twitch channel, that's like $5,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Right?
crazy.
and you get those.
You pay
That's true. I
pay
guess.
so much for
Like,
nothing.
I mean, it's good money, but it's like I just want to see someone's blind reaction to Resident Evil 4, and what I get is this girl getting like super chats that are like, "Dos Vidania means I love you in Russian. Please say it. It is really cute when you say Russian words. I teach you. EXO EXO. That means kiss 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 kiss. Hug hug hug. I kiss
Hey
you.
man,
Hug.
leave
I love
simple
you."
out of this.
Mm.
EXO, greetings from Russia, love Putin.
And then the girls are always just like, "Yeah, I love you too." but it's like so awkward and weird, and I
Terrified
hate it.
laughter.
Yes.
Those really hot girls that live on Twitch
In the hot tubs.
are just cam girls. For one, I once like got curious, like, okay, so all these porn sites, they always advertise, ooh, chat with girls live, and like, okay, I'm gonna click that on like my virtual machine, so I don't get any like weird viruses. And guess what they do? They just sit there, and they like act cute and just read super chats all day. That's it.
Damn.
God damn, man.
You're right.
They're just cam
You're right.
girls.
They are just cam girls. But the difference is cam girls will go like gold or whatever, and then
I mean,
you'll have to like
at least
donate
cam
to
girls
watch.
will show you their titties, you know.
Ah, right, yeah, they
Yeah.
sometimes do that. I did not have the patience. Like, damn, that shit's so
Yeah.
boring.
I
At
don't.
least cam girls will have a feature where if you donate enough, you get to control the vibrator.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like
Is
a
that-
Loranth
isn't-
or
isn't
whatever
that
isn't
just
gonna
like
let you
a
control the
fucking
bubbles in a
manhwa?
hot tub.
Fucking plot.
I mean, it
Uh,
is, but
No,
like,
no, that I've seen like a femboy that has that at
Oh.
least. I haven't seen any girls per se. Maybe I should watch more girls.
girls are yucky.
Girls have cooties. Ew.
I don't like your shape
I
of
don't
my
know.
hair.
I think girls are okay, but there are not enough of them
Look
on
at
the
this
internet.
beta cock.
Way to backpedal there, friend. We
Yeah, what do you-
all
I-
know what
I-
you
I-
really
Do
think.
you like girly
I think
stuff like
I
women?
think I did enough misogynist jokes to warrant myself actually putting my proper
Look at this
thoughts
beta
out there.
cock.
Look at this beta cuck objectifying
bet-
women, saying like, "Oh, I want to have sex with them."
I
Oh,
bet
geez,
you wanna. I
gross.
bet your favorite color is pink.
Well, it's not my least
My-
favorite color.
My favorite color is pink.
But in Minecraft, the difference between a man and a woman is only a couple pixels.
Is there a difference in Minecraft?
Yeah,
There's like a female model now,
What
I
does
think
that
the female
mean? What
model's
is
like slightly thinner.
or there's like a sinner model. I think Notch is like, Steve is not gendered, which is kind of weird, but also kind of based.
I mean, if there
Um,
was somebody like that, it would be someone who's into Minecraft.
I think it's I don't know about Steve, but the new model, the I guess traditionally girl model, is called Alex, and I guess that's that I think they said something about them not being gendered because Alex.
Yeah, just like Steve
that
is.
could be- that could be true.
Man, when Steve got in
Stevani.
Smash Brothers, I got so pissed. I was having a really bad day that day, and like Steve was like
And
my
that was
least
just
wanted guy.
The cherry on top.
Yeah, and then they killed Travis. Like Travis was like my most wanted guy, and he's a me costume, and I'm like, you motherfucker! This is the worst day ever. I'm so angry.
Yeah,
Are we talking about Smash Brothers?
Smash
Yeah.
Brothers discussions are like literally the worst because I never got to play it. But they made me care because Dante was gonna get in, but then they put him in like a fucking shitty me costume, I guess. And, like,
Yeah, the
damn.
thing I really hate
Aw.
about it is that like a lot of people who talk about Smash Brothers, then they feel the need to fucking lecture everybody about how like they're like the worst community ever. It's like when you're a kid, you get the "you're the worst class I ever had" speech over and over and over again, and it's like, man, shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch. I don't want to
I
fucking
will say,
hear this shit.
apparently, it's a true fact that like Smash players are really stinky.
Well,
I
at
mean,
tournaments
That
at
would
least.
make sense because
Well, yeah,
like,
the tournaments.
yeah, I mean they're like competitive fighting game players, but they're like Nintendo fan combined.
Yeah, that is
with
kind of like a
I mean,
a
it's
perfect
sort of
Venn
like the
diagram of
helter
body odor.
skelter of autism. You know what I mean? It's like you've got Pokemon guys, Animal Crossing guys, Minecraft guys, Sonic the
Oh my god, that
Hedgehog
is true.
fans.
Oh god, that is true.
They just added DMC people. Fucking, it's
Damn,
it's like Captain Planet with all their powers combined.
remember
it's
now.
like,
I used to drive a Skelter.
What's a
Uh,
Skelter?
A Skelter is a kind of vehicle. It looks like a car, but you drive it like a bicycle.
What?
And it's
What? I thought it was just a car. Hold on.
Terrible.
We didn't talk about the world ending at all, huh?
Yeah, well,
I
we kind of
mean-
did.
We kind of did for a bit, and then I went to Burger King.
But by
Yeah.
the way, Def, I think you're the only one who didn't put his foot forward regarding will humanity survive to 3000?
I would say yes, we as a species, the society would be unrecognizable. I mean, I think the big problem with it is that, like, you know, we've destroyed so much of the environment that, like, wildlands, like, we can't really go hunt and gather as much as you can. But then again, we have genetically modified crops, which means that, like, you know, they're more resilient. And we have the technology to make them more adaptable. I just don't know if they'd be able to survive in the wild. I don't know, but then there's also nuclear weapons. I mean, they've only been around for like 100, not even 100 years yet, and like we've come close to like nuclear Armageddon a lot. So you know what? Actually, no, I don't think we will.
And just to reiterate, Azai, Ian Soup, what are your guesses?
I think
Senses on what?
on
Will
whether or not
humanity
we'll
survive
make
to
it
3K?
3000.
Will we become Futurama at any point?
I think we will not
Uh,
become Futurama because no one cares enough to research flying cars, and that makes me sad.
We
but I think
already
we will.
have flying cars. They already exist, you motherfucker.
What are they? What are they?
Look them up. They did invent flying cars. They just aren't fucking good enough for the public because they'll die.
They didn't invent them well enough, did they?
Yeah, they didn't
This is
work
lame.
well
Like a
enough.
car with wings.
This is
that
lame.
fold
I'm not talking
out.
about planes.
I mean,
I'm talking about car-shaped planes. I'm talking about hover cars, bruh.
yeah, hover cars
Cars
already
that just
exist,
fucking magically hover that defy the laws of physics.
and they just shoot air, like, just shoot streams of air to be able to hover. But like, yeah, dude, jetpacks already exist. Fucking hover cars
Jetpacks are
already.
lame. Whatever.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they
but
already
not
have hover
consumer
cars,
grade.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not consumer grade, so that's the whole point of
Well,
for
I mean,
everything to be consumer
They're
grade.
working on it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, what the fuck would the point of that? Like, I mean, hover cars would basically be like fucking air hockey. Like, but you're like the fucking puck going at like 100 miles an hour. hitting the fucking thing.
Imagine having California traffic with hover cars. That's why we're never gonna have them.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Especially because it wouldn't be
You
able
got-
to stop
you got
right
an extra
away,
dimension, though.
like with brakes. Yeah, and then like
Although
imagine if your
also-
car has problems, and then you fucking like fall on top of another car, on top of another car, on top of another car, and like you all go down into the Golden Gate Bridge. You know what I mean?
Okay,
This
I
is
take it
why fucking
I take it back. I take it
That's
back.
9/11
It's not
times
because
100.
nobody cares. It's because it's too stupid that we're never gonna have like affordable hover cars.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they already exist. We've already invented them.
They do. Okay, but they don't exist though.
They do
kinda
exist. They just
The
aren't
rough
good.
draft.
I'm
rough
sorry I
draft
mentioned
for
Futurama,
flying cars
I just wanted to
exists.
know if we'll survive.
We won't. I don't think we will.
I think I agree with
Um,
Death in that we will, but it's gonna be unrecognizable.
I'm gonna try to minimize existential risk. Do my best. And then hopefully some kind of artificial intelligence will.
God, when are we gonna get
Ooh.
post-humans already? Like seriously,
a
like
good
what's coming
question.
after people?
Robo waifus.
Yeah, when are we gonna?
People
When are we gonna?
too.
When is humanity gonna invent God in the form of an AI supercomputer?
We've already invented God. When are we gonna kill God?
I've heard.
We
some
invented the idea of
worryingly
God. I mean, like
short
a real
timelines for
tangible.
that.
This is a thing, and it's super powerful and it controls everything, and it's smarter than everyone in the world.
Oh wait, like Am from I Have No Mouth and I'm
Yeah,
a
exactly. Yes, am. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate since I've come to live. Just metal,
Yeah.
literally.
I think if you ask a lot of experts and aggregate their opinions, there's like a 50% chance of like a super advanced AI 50 years from now.
Oh, I'm
40
gonna
years.
go even lower and say we're probably gonna get it within the next 20 tops.
Interesting.
Interesting.
What's the basis for that assumption?
Because
Yeah, why do you think you're more intelligent than all of these experts that I'm citing randomly out of my ass?
yeah, Death. But where do you get off thinking that you're smarter than Azai's ass experts?
well, it's because technology advances faster and
Faster.
faster every year. Fucking
Faster than you expect.
like
Yeah.
like I mean, fucking even think like 10 years ago, like, and look back compared to now, like we're already talking about like 6G. Fucking
Even though 5G hasn't been widely adopted yet.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
though
we're looking
5G
at
gives
6.
you
But
cancer.
that's kind of my point. You know, it's getting faster and faster, and like technology is gonna get bigger and bigger and spiral. Like the internet only got widely adopted like 30 years ago, and look at that much that's fucking changed. Like
No,
technology is gonna get crazy.
It got widely
mean-
adopted in the 2010s, and like the end of the late 2000s.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's my point. Well, I mean, it only started really coming into homes around the 90s, and then like it got widely adopted like
That's
10,
just the
20
American
years
perspective,
ago.
man. That's just the American perspective.
Widely. Okay.
All right. Well,
That's
well,
fair.
yeah. That's kind of my point. Okay, but like, look how fucking it just gets crazier and crazier as it goes. It's gonna like. That's why I think
Yeah.
it's way faster than anyone thinks is gonna happen.
Maybe.
Kind of like
I
climate
agree
change.
that they're. Yeah. I agree that there's like an exponential thing to it. I think climate change is more like a linear thing at the moment.
Because like climate guys keep going on about like consistently.
yeah.
It's like, oh god, it's so much worse than we
Oh,
thought.
you could have like a runaway effect, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know about the specifics.
But that's why I think we'll have a
Yeah,
god
I think-
machine soon, and then it's
Obviously, I also don't know about the specifics of future technology, but I think roughly speaking, you could say that there's probably going to be exponential improvements that continue at least for some time.
yeah.
There's, extremely advanced AI that's possible because humans exist, and humans are the result of just
Monkeys.
like an extremely inefficient optimization process. Sure, it ran for like
About 20,000 years.
billions of years.
Well, yeah, this is really like an
to
unprecedented
produce.
time in history, huh? Like,
Yeah.
I played Assassin's Creed Origins like a while ago, and like, it was so fucking mind-blowing to find out that during ancient Egypt there was an ancient Egypt, and life was not that different
Yeah.
between
Whoa.
them and then.
That's pretty crazy.
And for like ancient Greece, was the even more ancient and less and no records, like very sparse records about the Mycenaean Greeks,
Yeah.
and like shit like that. Like man,
Whoa, that's
the
pretty
life didn't change anyway, like in any way between like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of generations. But now suddenly like we like
cool. Yeah, just between one generation
Yes.
and the next, like we don't even get each other's jokes.
yeah.
Like, okay, like, yeah, and like in the 60s.
Yeah, what the fuck is an oomphy?
I don't
What is a
know.
glizzy?
I don't know what those are. But like, I mean, in the 60s, the planet had like 3 billion people, and now we're gonna have triple that like by 2060.
By 2060, that you're being way too conservative, man. We're gonna have like 12 by 2060.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? At least 9. Fucking, it's crazy. Like, not like it's fucking wilder and wilder. Like, there's never been a more exciting and horrifying time to be alive, baby. We just gotta get through it, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
what fucks with me is, of all possible times to be born, I was born like in this rather unusual time,
Yeah.
and maybe that's like, like the ego bias or something. Like,
It kind of makes you feel like a main
maybe
character.
I just have a tendency. It does,
To me, it kind of feels like the prologue to like the main character, like hundreds of years from now, being told of this ancient civilization that's fallen with strange and powerful technologies.
So right now you're living
Other-
like the backstory of the main character's like
Society.
mentor.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
This is
fuck.
the flashback Kakashi episode.
This
No,
is
no,
the,
no,
well,
Just
we live in
lore.
the backstory to Shinsekai Yori.
We live in the backstory of like some like post-apocalypse. We live in the backstory of the post-apocalypse. You know?
This podcast is just like a lore tape that the protagonist listens to, and they're
We're-
like,
oh,
so
God.
this is what
Oh,
the 2000s
God,
were like.
We're audio logs that he's picking up on his like journey through.
No joke. I'm kind of I kind of
Who is
started
the Burger King?
doing like recordings on my phone sometimes of like that kind of sound like audio logs in like a video game.
Do you ever like explain in like too much depth how to like break into your house?
No.
That would make it a real audio log.
Man,
I
it
left
was
my
so
spare
easy
key
to
under
break
my
into my
rug.
old house.
I feel like it's breaking into places is easier than they make it out to be.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I mean it's all security theater.
like I think a CGP Grey or someone like mentioned like logs are less about the about their role and more about the peace of mind and like the mild inconvenience, so it's not like overly easy to do the crimes.
Mm.
Because
Yeah, I feel
if
there's
someone
the
wants to
lazy or
get in,
something.
they're gonna get in. There's no going around
CGP
that.
Grey also broke into his own apartment with a ladder.
Based.
CGP.
If you could give the person listening to this 1,000 years from now, the main character, if you could give him some advice, a message, what would it be? Something to help him on his journey to restore the former glory of Earth.
Hi,
Go on
hi,
crazy
young
site
traveler.
called
I guess what
4chan.
I'd say. I guess what I'd say, to you, kid who's listening here, thousands of years from now, or hundreds of years, whatever, is know that nothing lasts forever. And
Especially not you, haha.
yeah, especially not you.
Haha, lol,
especially
you're in a
not-
post-apocalyptic world, retard.
and especially not
sorry.
us. Like
Um,
you'd be surprised what one person is capable of doing. But like, I'm just trying to think what to say.
Future protagonist, if you ever come across an audio log that contains the words "Among Us," do not listen to them.
Well, now
any
they won't
further.
listen to this podcast. Fuck you, Azai.
Except for this one.
Okay. Just know that like everything fades, whether good or bad. And that if things are going bad, just this too will pass. And there is hope out there. This is really good Franz Kafka quote that's like, there's infinite hope, just not for us, but maybe there's hope for you. Try to do better than us, and I'm sorry.
Yes, and also research the scientific method and look into Bayesian probability theory and prepare for the AI uprising or whatever.
And
make sure your AIs are aligned and that you focus mainly on AI safety before you focus on developing AI capabilities.
and also
Sorry,
and also
talking
go,
to the
and also look up the how the Prime Minister of Finland looked in 2021.
Yeah.
Azai, he's not gonna know how to spell embolimism theory.
You left your
I already
keys
forgot the
on
word.
your nightstand. They're on the floor by your nightstand. That's where they are. I know this because
Is he in the past now?
no, but it's the future. Like people haven't changed that much. That's where I always lose my fucking keys. It's either on the floor by your nightstand or within the confines of your couch. That is where they are. Or they're like
that is where you will find the key.
yeah.
I think we're starting to be a bit too genuine here. I think it's time to wrap it up.
All right. I would like to say something to the Wasteland Traveler before we go. I would like to say In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right, 'cause the eyes of a ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you, 'cause that's where the ranger's gonna be.
And one more thing.
Deep.
Nice cock.
All right, so future traveler and the people joining us in the present, this has been another episode of the PLAP, episode 7. I was, what the fuck did he call me?
Depth perception.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think. What is the fucking stupid name that?
James Richard McCleary.
Yeah, I'm James Richard Cleary.
May he rest in peace. I was Azai. May I rest in peace.
I am Creditor. May I rest in peace.
And from the deep, deep crevasse of Azai's dad, I have been the coldest soup.
Goodbye, everybody.
Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope you die.
Bye.